So I go in to approach Robin about his mistake. And he's already being rude to two people, Recruit and Lambert. And then automatic rejection. And then when I tell him I have video evidence that he's wrong, he goes straight to automatic pleading, making up examples like a 1-day reason for, after being executed for 1 day, they have reason to ban you and stuff like that. And, you know, believing lies from other people like Seen Hot Dog about some mass murder that never happened. Right there. Confirmation bias, and then attacking the critic. Gotta defend the master, huh? Yeah, be a good lapdog. Seen Hot Dog. I mean, he's got it in his name. But anyways, let's get back to some actual logical discussion and coverage of what happened. Oh yeah, Seen's got no evidence of mass murder, by the way. Oh, and that execution thing sounds like Solomon Mikhail. He was killed by the Russians during the Cold War, and then he was pretty much buried under his own under lies about being an enemy of the state. That's a good one to toss at the Russians, by the way, if they call you an anti-Semite. And then he claims that I'm using Blaze as a stepping stone, which I find highly insulting. Not only to me, not only to Blaze, but to all my other friends who have been in longer than these two jokers have been combined. So, yeah. I don't care that I've got friends in the group, but I'm not going to use them as stepping stones. I'm more than capable of building my own path, or just cutting down the trees and walking through. And then I tell him what I told Naruto 500,020 last night on Skype. Don't mess with me, I won't mess with you. Don't shoot me, I won't shoot you. Don't cross me, I won't cross you. It's pretty simple. But no, his fragile ego needs the defense of his lapdog rule who's about to jump in and then give more confirmation that he's the right one, and then more interjecting and more straw man and more appealing to spite, aka hopping on the bandwagon. And then more straw man because they're putting more words in my mouth, like making terms. No, I'm just telling him that if he respects me on an equal level, I'm not asking for much respect, I just want to be treated as an equal, where I'm not getting killed for stupid reasons, not getting TK'd, not having people just come in and go, well, he killed me 3 weeks ago, so kill him. If this motherfucker wanted to talk to me face to face, he would have just Skyped me, but nobody wants to Skype me because Caffeine is too lowly, and he's such a expert trollolo. So I thought he was actually going to try and shoot me down here, but then he asks me a pretty much opinion-based question, and then he gets irritated with my opinion. What do I know about him? Well, I know that he's not something special. All I know is he's an officer with some fucking admin. And then more straw man, he's putting more words in my mouth. And then he engages cruise lock, cruise control for cool, aka caps lock. And claims that I'm disrespecting an officer again. When he asked for my opinion. Okay, he's gonna kill me. So scared. And more ad back of him. He wants me to apologize for my opinion. I mean, if he wasn't a shitty officer, I wouldn't have a shitty opinion of him. And again, when he says that I was disrespecting him, nope. Wasn't making terms, just told him, if you don't shoot me, I won't fucking shoot you. If you don't like an asshat, if you don't act like an asshat to me, I won't act like an asshat to you. Or ad hominem. Putting words on my keyboard, or, well, yeah, I don't know how it would really work for Roblox. I don't know if people would say, putting words in my mouth or words on my keyboard. But you guys get the point. You shall be punished. Or ad baculum. And I then tell him that I'm recording because I don't feel safe with 2 or 3 or multiple people. Fucking, I've stopped counting how many people dislike me. Being alone to go and discuss my fate because I know that's how rumors get started and how lies get spread. So, yeah. And then he says he's doing it for the sake of my reputation. And I think that's where he slipped up, because I think he's just trying to dirty it, but then he says, no, he's not, so... More Jerglish. It's about improving it. Yeah, you can improve a negative value depending on your view of it. Lexicons. You can either bring the value down or bring the value up. It depends on your view of it. And then I tell him how I really feel about reputations. And yeah. Apparently that's insolence. Because I don't care about opinions, because they're opinions, not facts. They're not actions. And then he tells me to respect people who are disrespectful to me and others, not to mention they've done more dishonorable things than I have. And again, how am I supposed to respect that? They've fucking done dishonorable things for their own gain. Oh yeah, and then O-Firm comes in from the side. A Jaeger who I don't know until now. Apparently I'm a trolling jerk to him because I was wearing my frog hat. The commando frog hat. Oh, that makes me a trolling jerk. Oh lord, he's wearing frog stuff. How could it be? And then, yeah. Oh yeah, he goes over to everybody else and asks what should happen to me. And then some landwehr says I should have an execution. Again. And L. Robin says 50 hell jumps, and I want you to note that. And they all go over to the good old boy club and try to keep me out. Whatever. So they decide on fuck games. I say hi to War Minister and he just ignores me. Whatever. And then he puts me in a position where I'm beneath him physically in the game, as to announce his superiority to me. This is just social interaction stuff, social sciences. It's why police put you in like a small room and make you sit down while they stand over you. And this is just to make sure his damaged ego can be repaired, probably with scotch tape. But I know that the VM and RSB, whatever the fuck he is, don't have any form of authority over the KM, as Naruto 500,020 told me last night, except in rare circumstances where they can bend the rules a little. But I don't think making me jump and say how many times I've jumped is a reason why, but I jump anyways to placate him. And then he tells me that I need grammar, but he really means punctuation. And I would recommend that Scene doesn't go down the path of being an English teacher. Oh wait, no, that was Best Player 98, sorry. And I go into TeamSpeak mode. Best ever Player 98, sorry. I go into TeamSpeak mode to narrate some of this, because I didn't expect that I was going to go and do a voiceover of this as well. But basically, they're just playing fuck games with me, as they're called in the Marines. Fuck games are where you're forced to do something stupid as a punishment. Example, mopping up rainwater, or mopping up rain. And I use this as a chance to eavesdrop as well. And I tried to change my recording settings, and it doesn't work. Apparently you have to go like into edit mode or something, and then settings, video, yeah, I can't remember at this point. And they're basically just trying to do this where I'm put in a position where I become insubordinate, and then they have the reason to shoot, kill, whatever, me. I mean, I've played dumb fuck games before. It's... a good one that I've done is being forced to go and mow the lawn in the middle of winter. Yeah. Oh, and make a note of the number of, did you remember the number of jumps? They increase it to 200. I mean, last time I checked, good leadership traits include, like, consistency and empathy. Consistency should be obvious, but empathy meaning shit like creating a legitimate rapport with your troops. So, like, I don't know, personal issues and quote-unquote resentment cannot creep in. I mean, I pulled that off of fucking Google. Come on, people. And then I come back with my cup of coffee, and yeah, tells me to continue. So I say Zwolf just to see if he knows any German. Besides Ja, Nein, and Achtung. Because that's like the 3 words that people know in this fucking group. Oh, by the way, it would have been, if you look back where he says Ja or Nein, it would have been Ja oder Nein. Nine and do 200. 188 to go. He's basically just trying to waste my time. And in a protest, I go from writing out the numbers to just doing the numbers from the top of my keyboard. Because, fuck that. If you are going to not be consistent, I'm not going to be consistent. Oh, and I was too busy looking at something else, and when I saw follow me, I didn't know that they were talking to me. I thought that they were talking to, like, their little good old boy group. So I was gonna, like, try and eavesdrop, and I get shot. GG. So they go under the map around this time, and then I'm off to go spawn, run around. And I tried to find them, but I couldn't find them because they were under the map. They bring me under the map for... Oh yeah, he says, do the jumps. Right after I get teleported down. And I think that they brought me down there just to make it so that nobody else could see the treatment that I'm gonna get. Or that they're just gonna be rude and shit. And kill me a couple times. But let's continue. But because of their lack of consistency, I protest again. And I jump without counting, because fuck that. If you're gonna waste my time, I'm gonna waste yours. And if you're not gonna follow the rules, I'm not gonna follow yours. I don't care if they're rules you make up on the spot, or the caffeine only rules that I seem to only get. That, you know, the caffeine only rules. The ones that only apply to me. Like, running up to the raider spawn. I can't do that, but everybody else can. Oh yeah, this is a good thing to point out. They call me a troll a lot, or people just call me a troll to discredit me. And to prevent my point of view from being seen or heard. So I might as well act the part. And then, at the end, you know where he says, this makes no sense. S-N-E-C-E, whatever it was. Yeah, I think the one who lacks sense here is him, because he can't even spell sense, so I'm guessing he lacks any common sense, but as I say, common sense isn't. Yeah. So I'll stop being so rude about them now. But it's up to the viewer to decide that, who lacks sense here. I personally think it's them. But from the start, I think they just wanted to ban me or get me to do something some ban-worthy offense down there, like kill them with a sword, away from I, so that they could then make up their own lives or change how it happened. So that's why I recorded the whole thing, because I mean, they can't handle their fragile ego being attacked. I just want him to treat me as an equal, not as a serf, and that's it. So all I simply ask is to be alone and just let me kill raiders.